On April 20, 2023, a rare hybrid solar eclipse will occur. It will begin at 9:36 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time on April 19, 0136 GMT on April 20, and end at 2:59 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, 0659 GMT, on April 20. This type of eclipse, which is a combination of an annular and a total solar eclipse, is not very common, happening only a few times per century. The eclipse will be best visible from Australia, East Timor, and Indonesia. It will start as an annular eclipse and then become a total eclipse for most of its path, before changing back to an annular eclipse again. The last time a hybrid solar eclipse occurred was in November 2013, and the next one won't happen until November 2031. Hello everyone. Welcome to Unknown Mysterious Creatures, UMC, channel. I am Cryptozoology. Today, we're exploring some unknown tales about solar eclipses. However, did you know there is much more to this natural phenomenon than just being a scientific event? Let's dive into some unknown tales about solar eclipses, the fascinating myths and legends across culture. So, sit back and get ready to learn more about one of the most awe-inspiring celestial events and their significance in folklore and cultural history. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe for more. Chinese mythology. According to ancient Chinese mythology, a solar eclipse occurs when a dragon creature from the sky swallows the sun, and it is also believed that the same dragon attacks the moon during a lunar eclipse. In Chinese, the term eclipse is qi, shi, which means to eat. In ancient Chinese records, a solar eclipse is interpreted as the sun has been eaten. It has become a tradition for ancient Chinese people to beat drums and pots loudly to drive away the dragon during the eclipse. In fact, during an eclipse in the 19th century, Chinese naval forces fired cannons to scare away the dragon that was eating the moon. Indian mythology. In ancient Indian mythology, it is said that the demon Rahu stole a magical potion to become immortal. This act was witnessed by the moon and the sun, who warned the god Vishnu. As the story goes, Vishnu cut off Rahu's head, but the head remained alive forever while the body dissolved and died. Feeling humiliated and seeking justice, Rahu pursued the moon and the sun and caught and swallowed them. However, without a throat, the sun and the moon simply passed through his head. Vietnam mythology. In Vietnam, people believe that a solar eclipse occurs because the sun is being swallowed by a giant toad. According to the story, the giant toad, which was chained with a golden chain in a pond by Han, the god in the belief of Vietnamese people, tried to break free when his master was sleeping. The moon lady would rush to wake Han up because only he could make the giant toad vomit up the moon. Babylonian mythology. Around 2,000 years ago, the Babylonian kingdom was able to predict that there were 38 possible eclipses that would occur within a period of 223 months, which was a total of 18 years. Modern astronomers call this 2-3-month period the Saros cycle. According to Babylonian scholars, a lunar eclipse predicts the death of a king. However, the condition for this misfortune to occur is not so easy. If Jupiter is visible during the eclipse, the king will be safe. Apparently, a solar eclipse has a close connection to the health and life of a king. In this case, if a solar eclipse occurs, a mechanism was designed to save the king's life, namely the substitute king ritual. There are about 30 records about this ritual in various letters from Assyria. In its earliest reference, a king in Isan city, Era Amiti, was replaced by a gardener named Enlil Bani as the substitute king to be executed in the ritual. Fortunately for the gardener, the original king died while eating hot soup, and the gardener remained on the throne and became a successful king. The story is considered a fact and ruled in Isan in the 19th century BC. However, the story is still considered a legend and conveyed to explain the transfer of the throne from one family or lineage to another, not following the bloodline. Korean mythology. In the myth recorded in Hangugwi Solwo, Korean folk tales, there are many heavenly realms, one of which is the dark kingdom called Gamongnara. King Gamongnara grew tired of the darkness and began to long for the light of the sun and moon. He sent a giant dog-like creature named Bull Guy to chase after the sun and bring it back to the Dark Kingdom. However, when Bull Guy tried to bite the sun, its heat burned the giant dog's mouth and it had to release it. King Gamongnara became very angry and sent an even more ferocious dog to catch the moon, at least. However, the moon was too cold and froze the giant dog's mouth. Despite his disappointment, King Gamongnara continued to send his dogs to catch the sun and moon but always ended in failure. During a lunar eclipse, the dark part that protects the moon and sun is believed to be partly due to the bite marks and protected by the mouth of Bull Ga. Africa mythology. Finally, the Batamaliba people of Togo and Benin in Africa view eclipses as an opportunity to end long-standing disputes. According to their myth, the eclipse occurs due to a quarrel between the sun and the moon. When an eclipse happens, the Batamaliba community comes together to try to resolve their disagreements, hoping to encourage the sun and moon to do the same. This myth highlights the importance of unity and reconciliation among the Batamaliba people. It also shows their belief in the power of celestial bodies and their ability to influence human behavior. The story demonstrates how a natural event like an eclipse can have cultural significance and be used to promote positive change in society. In conclusion, solar eclipses have been a source of fascination and wonder for people across cultures and throughout history. From ancient beliefs that eclipses were a sign of impending doom to modern scientific understanding of the celestial event, solar eclipses have played a significant role in shaping our cultural beliefs and scientific knowledge. By exploring the myths and legends surrounding solar eclipses from different cultures, we can gain a deeper understanding of how humans have perceived and interpreted this awe-inspiring phenomenon. Whether seen as a time for reflection and introspection or a harbinger of bad luck and misfortune, solar eclipses continue to capture our imagination and inspire us to learn more about the mysteries of the universe. Until next time, farewell.